This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, students. Am I audible for you? Yeah, thanks for your response. PPT is visible for you? Yeah, thanks for your response. Students, today we are going to see digital lab. Okay, so today we are going to do two experiments. Okay, so if you are having computer laptop in your hand, so please switch on your computer and laptop and open your Logisim software. Okay, because I'm going to explain the implementation and verification of 4-bit triple counter, and also I'm going to explain. I'm also going to implement the shift registers by using Logisim software. Okay, so if you are having software in your hand, okay, you just do parallelly. Okay, otherwise you just listen the procedure, okay, or note down the procedure. Okay, so after you find some free time, you just execute and take your results, okay, and upload in the Google Classroom. Okay, fine. So this is what the list of experiments. Okay, so first one on the implementation of adder and subtractor using Logisim. I think we completed. Next, implementation of binary to gray code converter and vice versa. I mean gray to binary. Okay, this is also we completed. Then third one, implementation of multiplexer and demultiplexer using logic gates. This one also we completed. Then fourth one, implementation of encoder and decoder using logic gates. Okay, this one also we completed. Then fifth one, implementation of magnitude comparator using Logisim. Okay, so this one also we completed. Okay, so we completed experiments up to 5. Okay, so we completed 1 to 5. Okay, fine. I think some of the students are completed and uploaded in the Google Classroom. So I request all the students try to complete all the experiments, whatever we completed. Okay, and try to upload in the Google Classroom. Okay, because that material you will consider for your internal. Okay, that will be a weightage for your internal marks in the laboratory session. So today we are going to see experiment number 6. Okay, so note down. So today we are going to see experiment number 6. Implementation and verification of 4-bit triple up bar down counter. Okay, so today we are going to see 6th experiment, implementation and verification of 4-bit ripple up bar down counter. So all of you take down the experimental title in your notebook, implementation and verification of 4-bit ripple up bar down counter. So ripple counter is nothing but asynchronous counter. I think you all know. Okay, the another name for ripple counter is asynchronous counter. So now we are going to design a 4-bit asynchronous up down counter by using Logisim software. Okay, so this is what our objective, or this is what our aim. Okay, so all of you take down today's experiment, implementation and verification of 4-bit ripple or asynchronous. We can say ripple or asynchronous, both are same, up bar down counter. So have you all noted? Reply through chat. Have you all noted today's experiment title? Yeah, thanks for your response. So if you are having a Logisim in your hand, okay, you just open and you just follow my instructions. Okay, it should be like a hands-on session. Okay, so Logisim software இருந்ததுன்னா parallel நான் வந்து execute பண்ணும்போது parallel நீங்க execute பண்ணுங்க. Okay, okay, so all of you open your Logisim software in your computer. So if you're having Logisim software in your hand, so all of you just open the home screen or main screen of your Logisim software. Okay, so now we are going to implement. Okay, now we are going to implement. First, I'm going to implement 3-bit ripple up bar down counter. Okay, so first I'm going to implement 3-bit ripple up down counter. Okay, then we can go for 4-bit ripple up bar down counter. Okay, so if you completed 3-bit, then it will be very easy to do 4-bit ripple counter. Okay, so first we are going to see 3-bit, later we are going to see 4-bit. Okay, fine. So what are all things we need? So if you want to implement a 3-bit ripple counter, what are all things we need? We need 3 flip-flops. Okay, so in the component section, you are having different menu. I mean wiring, gates, then the arithmetics, flaps, then the memory. Okay, you are having different sections in that. So click memory. Okay, click memory. This memory block will contains all the synchronous and asynchronous components. Okay, it means flip-flop and then registers, counters. You will have all the synchronous and asynchronous components that are available in the memory block. Okay, memory அப்படிங்கிற block. Okay, so we are going to implement a 3-bit ripple up down counter. For that we need 3 flip-flops. Okay, so here I am going to take any one of the flip-flop. Okay, you can choose any one of the flip-flop. So here I am taking JK flip-flop. Okay, so here I am taking JK flip-flop. Okay, so this is 3-bit counter, so I need 3 flip-flops. So you can choose any flip-flops. Okay, so here in this case I am choosing JK flip-flop for designing this 3-bit ripple up down counter. Okay, fine. So next we want to choose clock. Okay, next we want to choose clock. For that we want to click wiring. Okay, we want to click wiring. So in this wiring section you can find the clock block. Okay, you have the block called clock. Just click, then drag and place in your design window. Okay, this is what your clock. Okay, fine. Next in 3-bit ripple counter, okay, we need input. We need input signal. Okay, this is like a square box, you know, a green with the square box. This will be called a input block. Okay, just click, drag and just place in your design window. This is what your input block. Okay, fine. Next, so next thing, just we need to connect remaining things. Okay, okay, fine. So just I'm going to name, I mean I am going to labeling the components. So this is what high signal. Okay, so this is what your high signal. Okay, fine. Next, high signal or input, whatever it may be. Okay. Next, this is what your clock. Just I'm giving label. It will be easy to understand. Okay, fine. So this is my first flip flop. This is my second flip flop. So FF1. This is FF means flip flop. Okay, FF1, FF2, and this is my third flip flop. Okay, fine. So first we want next we are going for the connection. Just listen carefully. Now first I am going to give my clock pulse to my first, I mean my FF3, I mean third flip flop, because this one is I am considering as a LSB. Okay, this one I am considering as a LSB. This flip flop I am considering as MSB. Okay, this one as I'm considering this flip flop as LSB, and this one I'm considering as MSB. That means most significant bit. This one is least significant bit. Okay, so we want to give clock to only least significant bit in ripple counters. I mean asynchronous counters. Okay, okay, fine. Next, what we want to do? Next one, take the third flip flop output and give this output as a input to your second flip flop clock. Okay, this will be your clock signal for your second flip flop. Okay, okay. So third flip flop order output you want to give it to second flip flop order clock la kudukanum. Okay, you want to give it to the clock of your second flip flop. So like that, second flip flop order output, I mean Q, second flip flop output vandu you want to give it to a clock signal of your first flip flop. Okay, clock signal of your first flip flop. Okay, fine. Next, so next thing, we want to make short of your input terminals. I mean KJ vandu short pannirnom. Okay, in all the flip flops you want to make a short circuit of your J and K. Okay, J and K vandu enna pannirnomna short pannirnom. Okay, fine. So J K vandu flip flop 1, flip flop 2, flip flop 3 la vandu you want to just interconnect. Okay, rendayum vandu interconnect pannirnom. So next we want to give your input. Okay, next you want to give your input to J and K short pannadukku vandu you want to give input. Okay, you want to short your J and K terminal, then you want to connect with your input signal. Okay, so you can make it as like an input signal. You can change like input signal. Okay, next like that you want to connect your input signal to your second flip flop. Obviously you want to give your input signal, that means logic high, to third flip flop. Okay, so this is what the design of your 3-bit ripple counter or asynchronous counter. Okay, fine. So now we are going to execute. Okay, now we are going to execute or we are going to simulate. Okay, so this is like this will work like a down counter. Okay, so what is down counter? So down counter abdina so take a clock consider clock and count value. Okay, count value எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா, so if you are giving 0 clock, that means there is no clock, your output will be 0 0 0. Okay, so if you are giving first clock, okay, if you are giving first clock, what will be the output? You will get 1 1 1. Okay, suppose if you are giving your second clock, what you will get? You will get 1 1 0. If you are giving third clock, what you will get? 1 0 1. If you are giving fourth clock pulse, you will get 1 0 0. If you are giving fifth clock pulse, what you will get? 0 1 1. If you are giving sixth clock pulse, what you will get? 0 0. That is 0 1 0. If you are giving seventh clock pulse, what you will get? 0 0 1. If you are giving eighth clock pulse, you will get 0 0 0. Okay, so this is what your down counter. Okay, now we are going to this circuit will work as a down counter. Okay, because if you click your flip-flop, okay, in the property you can find rising edge. Okay, because we have connected in the rising edge configuration, so that's why it will work like a down counter. Okay, so if there is no clock, the value of each flip-flop will be 0 0 0. If I am applying my first clock, what will happen? The counter value will be 1 1 1. I mean maximum value. Okay, 3 bit of maximum value is 1 1 1. If I am applying first clock pulse, what will happen? 1 1 1. If I am applying second clock pulse, one step will decrement. Okay, that means I will get 1 1 0. If I am applying my third clock pulse, what I will get? Again one step decrement, 1 0 1. So like that, if I'm increasing my clock pulse, it will come up to 0 0 0. So this is like a decrement order. Okay, so that's why it is called a down counter. Okay, that is called a down counter. So down counter அப்படினா flip flop வந்து rising edgeல வந்து கான்ஃபிகர் ஆயிருந்ததுனா it will work like a down counter. Suppose வந்து flip flop வந்து falling edgeல கனெக்ட் ஆயிருந்ததுனா it will work like a up counter. Okay, okay, fine. So now we are going to verify or to simulate this circuit. First you want to make this input signal as high. Okay, you want to make this input signal as high. Okay, with high panikano. Next, what you want to do? Now we are going to simulate. Okay, to simulate, what we want to do? First we want to apply clock pulse. Okay, so first in initial state the counter value is 0 0 0. It means 0 clock, the value is 0 0 0. Suppose I'm applying first clock. Okay, suppose I'm applying first clock, what will happen? The counter value will be 1 1 1. Okay, we will check. So just click this clock pulse. Okay, if you click this clock pulse, what will happen? The counter value is 1 1 1. If I am applying my first clock pulse, that time itself it's giving 1 1 1, because this is down counter. Down counter அப்படினா first clock pulse la வந்து if I apply first clock pulse, the counter value will be 1 1 1. That means maximum value. Okay, fine. Suppose if I am applying my second clock pulse, again you want to click this clock. Okay, now the clock is switched off. Again you want to click. Okay, again you want to click. This is your second clock pulse. Okay, so second clock pulse you will get 1 1 0. I mean if you're applying second clock pulse, you are getting 1 1 0. Okay, okay, next we are going for third clock pulse. Third clock pulse na, so first click பண்ணனும். It means that you are stopping your clock pulse. Again நீங்க என்ன பண்ணனும்? Again you want to click. Okay, it means you are applying your next clock pulse. That means you are applying third clock pulse. So third clock pulse என்ன ஆகுது? The counter value is 1 0 1. So third clock pulse la you are getting 1 0 1. Okay, okay, next we are going to check the fourth clock pulse. Okay, fourth clock pulse la I am just switch off my clock. Again I am applying my fourth clock pulse. So fourth clock pulse la parunga, I am getting 1 MSB bit vandu 1 0 LSB 0, meaning that if I am applying my fourth clock pulse, what I am getting? 1 0 0. Okay, okay, fine. so I'm going for 5th clock pulse. So என்ன பண்ணனும், first clock வந்து ஒரு டைம் பிரஸ் பண்ணிட்டு again இன்னொரு டைம் பிரஸ் பண்ணனும். You want to do 2 time, ஓகேவா? run time வந்து பிரஸ் பண்ணனும். So what you are getting 0 1 1. I mean MSB வந்து 0, ஓகேவா? Then 1 1. So if you are applying your 5th clock pulse, what you are getting 0 1 1. ஓகேவா? Next we are going to check 6th clock pulse. So 6th clock pulse என்ன ஆகுது, click பண்ணிட்டு again no time click பண்ணனும். So what you are getting 0 1 0. So 6th clock pulse க்கு you are getting 0 1 0. Okay, fine. Next we are going to check the 7th clock pulse. So 7th clock pulse க்கு வந்து clock off பண்ணிட்டு again no time press பண்ணனும். Okay, so what you will get 0 0 1. Okay, so 7th clock pulse க்கு you are getting 0 0 1. Okay, so next we are going to check the 8th clock pulse, I mean last clock pulse. So switch off your clock, then you have to switch on. So what you are getting 0 0 0. So during my 8th clock pulse I am getting my initial condition 0 0 0. Okay, so this is what the operation of your synchronous, I mean this is what is the operation of your 3-bit ripple counter. Okay, students, can you able to understand? Reply through chat. Yeah, thanks for your response. Okay, fine. So now we are going to see the down counter, the reverse process. Okay, so down counter க்கு வந்து sorry, down counter complete பண்ணியாச்சு. Now we are going to see up counter. Okay, so up counter க்கு என்னென்ன difference அப்படினா, circuit there is no difference. Okay, so you want to do a small modification. Okay, you want to do small modification. First வந்து just click your flip flop. Okay, just flip flop click பண்ணிட்டு, okay, அந்த arrow mark click பண்ணிட்டு flip flop click பண்ணீங்கன்னா you can find, okay, அந்த கார்னர்ல பாருங்க, you can find a selection JK flip flop அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும். ஓகே, இதுல ட்ரிகரிங் அப்படின்னு இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, ஜஸ்ட் வந்து ரைசிங் எட்ஜ் அப்படிங்கறத ஜஸ்ட் சேஞ்ச் இன்டு ஃபாலிங் எட்ஜ். ஓகேவா, so like that you want to do for remaining two flip flops. ஓகேவா, செகண்ட் flip flop click பண்ணிட்டு ட்ரிகரிங்ல போயிட்டு you want to change rising to falling edge. ஓகேவா, அதே மாதிரி தேர்ட் flip flop click பண்ணிட்டு triggering போயிட்டு rising edge வந்து you want to change into falling edge. ஓகேவா, okay, fine. So remaining are same. Okay, remaining all same. Just வந்து rising edge அப்படிங்கறது வந்து falling edge அப்படின்னு மாத்திட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா it will work according to your up counter. ஓகேவா, rising edge அப்படின்னு இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, ஓகேவா, ட்ரிகரிங்ல வந்து rising edge-னே இருந்துச்சுன்னா, I mean default-ஆவே இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா it will work like a down counter. ஓகேவா, okay, fine. So now we are going to simulate. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to give my input. This is what my ideal condition, everything is 0. Okay, so first one I am just giving my input. Okay, input கொடுத்தாச்சு. So next I want to apply my clock. Okay, so clock கொடுத்தாதான் the flip flop will give you output, isn't it? Okay, fine. So just I'm going to switch on my flip flop. Okay, so initial condition. Okay, initial condition la வந்து all the values is 0. Okay, so during my first clock, okay, during my first clock, okay, up counter la வந்து during my first clock what I will get 0 0 1. Okay, the reverse process of down counter. Okay, so first clock pulse la 0 0 1. So during my first clock pulse, okay, so what I will get, so clock pulse வந்து 1 la வந்து what I will get 0 0 1, isn't it? Suppose I'm going for my second clock pulse. Okay, I'm going for my second clock pulse. So switch off my clock, again I'm switch on. What I will get 0 1 0. Okay, so for my second clock pulse, okay, for my second clock pulse, what I will get in up counter 0 1 0. Okay, Okay, I'm going for my third clock pulse. Switch off your clock and again switch on. What you'll get? 0 1 1. Again I'm switch off my clock. Again I'm switch on. What I will get? 1 0 0. So again I'm switch off my clock. Again I'm switching on. This is like a falling edge. Okay, wow. So what I get? 1 0 1. Again switch off. Again I'm switch on my clock. What I will get? 1 1 0. Again I'm switch off my clock. Again I'm switching on. This is like a falling edge. Okay, wow. So during my 7th clock, what I will get? 1 1 1. So 0 0 lirundu, okay, wow, it's going up to 1 1 1. Okay, wow. So this is like a up counter. Okay, this is like a up counter. So only difference is the trigger of your flip flop is falling edge. All the trigger of your flip flops are in falling edge, then it will work like a up counter, meaning that it will start from 0 0 0 based on based on your clock pulse. It will increment up to 1 1 1. Okay, wow. Suppose the flip flop triggers are rising edge. Okay, wow. Rising edge அப்படினு இருந்துச்சுனா flip flop ஓட triggers எல்லாம் வந்து rising edge அப்படினா then it will work like a down counter. So based on your applied clock pulse, okay, wow, it will start from 1 1 1. Okay, wow. Then it will end with 0 0 0. Okay, wow. It will work like a down counter. Okay, wow. So this is the main difference. So circuit, the connection, everything is same for your up down counter. The only difference is based on applying the trigger. Okay, wow. So rising edge abdina, it will work like a down counter. Falling edge abdina, if you are configuring as a falling edge, then it will work like a up counter. So up counter அப்படினா initial ideal condition வந்து 0 0 0. Then it will for first clock வந்து the count value will be 0 0 1. And for last clock, the 7th clock வந்து it will reach 1 1 1. Okay, 0 0 0 ல இருந்து 1 1 வரைக்கும் வந்ததுனா that will be your up counter. So down counter is reverse process. Okay, if you are applying first clock pulse, then it will start from 1 1 1. Okay, then based on your clock pulse, it will move up to 0 0 0. That is what your down counter. Okay, so hope you all understood the concept of your up counter and down counter. So can you able to understand, students? Reply through chat. Can you able to understand how to design up counter and how to execute, and also how to design down counter and how to execute? Only very few students are replying, others. Okay, thanks for the response. Just listen. Okay, I will give you the recorded video link. Okay, so after you get free time, you just execute. Okay, first you listen the concept. Okay, I will give you the recorded video link. Okay, so after some time you can execute, no problem. Okay, first listen concept, listen பண்ணிக்கங்க. Okay, then only it will be easy to execute the experiments. So similarly, if you want to go for 4-bit ripple counter now, you want to add one more flip flop. The same circuit, okay, the same circuit, you want to add one more flip flop. Okay, so I am giving that as a homework. Okay, so just the same concept, you want to add one more flip flop. Then for your up counter, it will start from 1 1 1, then it will end with 0 0 0. So down counter la. Up counter la வந்து it will start from 0 0 0, then it will end with 1 1 1. Okay, that is your 4-bit in your 4-bit case. Okay, so 4-bit வந்து very similar to your 3-bit. இதே மாதிரி தான், you want to add one more flip flop. Okay, want to add one more flip flop. Count வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 0 0 0 ல இருந்து it will reach 1 1 1 up counter la. Down counter la வந்து 1 1 1 ல இருந்து it will reach 0 0 0 0. Okay, so this is what the difference between 3-bit and 4-bit. Okay, it's clear for you? Reply through chat. It's clear for you? So can you able to design 4-bit? Can you able to design 4-bit? Yeah. So by referring this 3-bit ripple counter, okay va, design a 4-bit ripple up down counter, okay va, and submit as a homework, okay va, fine. So next we are going to see shift registers. Okay, so take down the next experiment number 7, implementation of serial in serial out and parallel in parallel out shift registers. I think we studied the concept of shift registers and a different shift register in the theory class, isn't it? So shift register used to shift your binary information, okay wow, it will be used to shift your binary information from your input to output, okay wow, from your input to output. So example ku vandu na calculator sonna, okay wow. So calculator pathinga if you are entering some value, the value will be previous value என்ன ஆகும் அப்படியே shift ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும், isn't it? So that is the concept of shift registers. So you are having 4 different types, but in our lab class we are having only 2 experiment, I mean serial in serial out and parallel in parallel out shift registers, okay wow. So now we are going to implement, okay, now we are going to implement this shift register, I mean serial in serial out and parallel in parallel out shift register by using Logisim software. Okay, so all of you note down the next experiment, implementation of serial in serial out and parallel in parallel out shift registers by using Logisim software. Students, note down the next experiment, implementation of serial in serial out, SISO, and parallel in parallel out, PIPO shift registers using Logisim software. Have you all noted? Students, have you all noted the next experiment title? Yeah, thanks for your response. So now we are going to implement by using Logisim software. Okay, so just listen. Okay, so now I am going to erase all the previous circuits. Just listen carefully. Okay, I will give you the recorded video link, you can execute the experiments after some time, okay wow. Okay, now we are going to do shift registers, okay wow. So first I am going to do SISO, I mean serial in serial out shift registers. Okay, so I'm going to implement serial in serial out SISO shift register by using Logisim software. So here I'm taking 3-bit, okay wow, just I'm taking 3-bit shift register, okay. So I'm taking 3-bit shift register. I think you all know, if you are going for 3-bit shift register, we need 3 flip-flops, isn't it? We need 3 flip-flops. So flip-flops, you want to click memory, okay well, you want to click this memory block. So memory block you are having all the synchronous asynchronous components like flip-flops, counters, registers, everything. So in this case I'm going for D flip-flop. You can choose any flip-flop, okay well. For simplicity I'm going for D flip-flop, okay. So I'm taking my first flip-flop, D flip-flop, then I'm going for next flip-flop D, then I'm going for my third D flip-flop. Because I'm considering 3-bit shift register, that's why I'm going for 3 flip-flops, okay. Next I want to take clock. So clock எங்க இருக்குது wire அப்படிங்கிற blockல you can find clock. Just click clock and track. Okay, then place in this design window. Okay. Okay, next you need input. Okay, the green la வந்து square பண்ணிருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, this is called your input block. Okay, click and track and place in your design window. Okay, fine. Next I'm going for labeling. Okay, so labeling will give you a better understanding. This is what your clock, this is what your serial input, so this is my flip-flop 1, my flip-flop 2, this is my flip-flop 3. Okay, fine. I need one output terminal because this is serial in, serial out. So I need one output terminal. So I'm going for labeling. This is my serial output. Okay, this is my serial output. Okay, fine. Next I'm going for the connection. Okay, just listen. I'm going for the connection. So this is synchronous shift register. Okay, this shift register comes under synchronous. Okay, we are dealing with synchronous circuit. So synchronous circuit abdinave we want to give common clock pulse. Okay, we want to give common clock pulse. Here I am considering synchronous circuit. Okay, this shift register comes under synchronous. Okay, so synchronous abdinave we want to give common clock pulse. So just I am giving my clock to my first flip-flop, then I am giving the common clock pulse to my second flip-flop, then I am giving the common clock to my third flip-flop. Okay, fine. Then just I am connecting my output. Fine. Next I am going to connect my serial input to my first flip-flop. Okay, next I am connecting my serial input to my first flip-flop. Okay, next the output of my first flip-flop will be the input of your second flip-flop. Okay, my output of the first flip-flop, okay, output of the first flip-flop will be the input of your second flip-flop, I mean next flip-flop. The output of your second flip-flop will be the input of your third flip-flop. Okay, output of your second flip-flop will be the input of your third flip-flop. Okay, fine. Okay, now the circuit connection is over. Now we are going to give input. So I am considering say serial input 101. Okay, I am considering 101. Okay, so shift register I think you all know we are having two concepts called load then read. Okay, we are having two concepts, one is load, another one is read. So load la pathina you are having clock, then data. Say example data. So read la clock, then I mean output. Okay, suppose if you are applying 0 clock pulse, the data will be data na shift register data 000. Okay, suppose if I am applying my first clock pulse, what I will get, the first value will be moved. I mean LSB 1. Okay, LSB 1, then 0, MSB 1. Okay, the LSB will be moved to your first flip flop. That means 100. Okay, it will be like a 100. If I am applying second clock pulse, what will happen? 010. If I am applying third clock pulse, what will happen? 1 0 1. Okay, meaning that if I am applying third clock pulse, all my data, all my original input will be loaded to your flip flops. Okay, will be loaded to your flip flops. Okay, so serial la vandu pathina serial la vandu over data va da move agum. Okay, so if you are applying clock pulse, okay, over clock pulse apply panna da serial data என்ன ஆகும் move ஆகும். First வந்து இந்த 1 வந்து flip flop 1 க்கு வரும். Next clock pulse ல வந்து 0 வந்து flip flop 1 க்கு வரும், 1 வந்து second flip flop க்கு போயிடும். If you are applying third clock pulse, what will happen? The MSB bit இருக்குல்ல, இந்த MSB bit 1 வந்து flip flop 1 க்கு வரும். flip flop 1 ல இருந்த 0 வந்து second flip flop க்கு வரும். second flip flop ல இருந்த 1 வந்து third flip flop க்கு வந்துரும். Okay, it will be shifted. Okay, it will be shifting based on your clock pulse. Okay, so read பண்ணும்போது பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா third clock pulse க்கே வந்து you will get output 1. Okay, I mean you will get the LSB. If you are applying fourth clock pulse, you will get 0. In the middle value வரும். Okay, if you are applying fifth clock pulse, you will get the MSB. Okay, I think we studied this concept in the theory class itself. Okay, just we are going to simulate. Okay, okay, fine. So now we are going to verify the concept. So first I'm giving input, my first input 1. Okay, so again I'm going to give clock. So what will happen for my first clock? For my first clock, what will be the output? 1 0 0. I mean 1 0 0. Okay, so second input enna? Second input வந்து 0. So I'm applying my second clock pulse. What will happen? The second value 0 is loaded in the first flip flop. The whatever the data present in the first flip flop is moved to, I mean shifted to your second flip flop. Okay, one இங்கிருந்த 1 வந்து second flip flop வந்துருச்சு. Okay, I mean if you are applying your second clock pulse, what will happen? 0, I mean 0 1 0. Okay, the previous one is shifted to your second flip flop. Okay, what is the third input? 1. Okay, third input on the 1. Again I am applying my clock pulse. What will happen? The MSB bit is loaded in the first flip flop. Okay, the whatever the value in the FF1 is shifted to FF2, that is 0. Whatever the value present in the FF2, that is shifted to FF3. Okay, FF2 la previous enadhichu 1 enduchu, that is shifted to FF3. Okay, so in my third clock pulse I am getting 1 0 1. I mean whatever the serial input that is loaded after my third clock pulse. So if you are having 3-bit information, if you want to load in your 3-bit shift register, you need to apply 3 clock pulse. Serial input on the load pannuna, you want to apply clock pulse. Okay, 1 by 1 na 3-bit na 3 clock pulse, 5 bits na 5 clock pulse. Okay, now we are going to read the output serially. For my third clock pulse itself, I will get my LSB. Okay, third clock pulse க்கு LSB வந்துரும். Okay, if I am applying, okay, so input வந்து 0 பண்ணிட்டு, if I am applying my fourth clock pulse, what I will get 0 on the middle value. Okay, so if I am applying fifth clock pulse, what I will get again 1, that is my MSB. Okay, I will get my MSB, that is if I am applying fifth clock pulse, I will get 1. This is not 5, this is 1. Okay, I will get 1. This one is your MSB. Okay, this one is your MSB. So if you want to read your data, you need 2 more clock pulse. Your third clock pulse la vandu LSB vandrum. So remaining vandu 0 vyum middle value MSB read pannuna, you want to apply 2 more clock pulse, that is clock 4 and clock 5. Okay, so this is what the concept of serial in, serial out. Students, can you able to understand serial in, serial out? Reply through chat. Yeah, thanks for your response. Just listen, I will give you the recorded video link. Later you can execute. Okay, if you have any doubt, you just text to my number. Okay, I will solve your doubts. Okay, fine. Next we are going to see parallel in, parallel out shift registers. So next we are going to see parallel in, okay, wow. So next we are going to see parallel in, parallel out shift register. So here also I am taking 3-bit parallel in, parallel out shift registers. This is very simple. Parallel in, parallel out is ரொம்ப simple compare with your serial in, serial out. Okay, wow. So I'm considering 3-bit shift register parallel in, parallel out. For that I need 3 flip-flops. So in this case also I am taking D flip-flop. You can choose any flip-flop. Just I am taking D flip-flop. Okay, wow. So I need 3 D flip-flops because I'm going for 3-bit shift register. Okay, wow. Next I need a clock. I'm taking my clock input and I'm taking my so this is parallel in, parallel out. So I need 3 input blocks because I'm giving parallelly. It means individually. Okay, well, parallel nothing but individual. Also I need 3 outputs. So I'm going to see my outputs parallelly. It means individually. So I need 3 outputs. Next I'm going for labeling. So this is my clock. Okay, so this is my input 1. This is my input 2. This is my input 3. So this is my output 1, output 2. This is my output terminal 3. Okay, fine. So now we are going for the connection. So just I'm going to give my clock to all my flip-flops because this is synchronous circuit. Okay, but this shift register design comes under synchronous circuit. So we want to give common clock pulse. We want to give common clock pulse to all the flip-flops. Okay, next I'm going to connect my inputs. So first input connected to D1, I mean first flip-flop. So next input I'm going to connect to my second flip-flop. So third input I'm going to connect to my third flip-flop. Okay, so this is my first flip-flop. So this is my second flip-flop. This is my third flip-flop. Okay, next I'm going to connect my outputs. Okay, this is what the circuit design of your parallel in, parallel out shift registers. Okay, now we completed the circuit connection. Now we are going to verify the result. Okay, so parallel in, parallel out la pathinga appadina if you are applying first clock pulse, that time itself your data will be loaded. Okay, your data will be loaded. Okay, this is the case of load. So this is the case of load. Next we are going to see read operation. Okay, read operation clock, then output, clock and output. Okay, suppose I'm considering my input as 1 0 1. Okay, I'm considering my input as 1 0 1. Okay, okay, fine. If I am applying my first clock pulse itself, all the data will be loaded because this is parallel connection. So parallel connection அப்படினாவே if you are applying your first clock pulse, that time itself the data will be loaded. Okay, no need to apply further clock pulse. Serial அப்படினா தான் நீங்க ஒவ்வொரு clock நீங்க apply பண்ண ஒவ்வொரு டேட்டாவை லோட் ஆகும். Parallel connection அப்படினா ஓகேவா, parallel connection அப்படினா if you are applying your first clock pulse, that incident itself your data, all the data will be loaded to the individual flip flops. Okay, similarly if you are applying your first clock pulse, that time itself you can find your outputs. Okay, no need further clock pulse. Read பண்றதுக்கு further clock pulse தேவையில்லை. Load பண்றதுக்கு நம்ம apply பண்ற first clock pulse லயே you can get your output. Okay, all the outputs will be present in your output terminal. That is called parallel output. Okay, that is the main difference between serial and parallel. So parallel அப்படினா ஒரு clock pulseலயே வந்து data load ஆயிரும். அதே மாதிரி parallel அப்படினா ஒரே clock pulseல வந்து data வந்து outputல வந்துரும். But if you are going for serial case, serial அப்படினா you want to apply one by one. Okay, you want to apply number of clock pulse. Okay வா, I mean ஒவ்வொரு clock pulseக்கு வந்து ஒவ்வொரு data தான் மூவ் ஆகும் இதுல serialல. Okay வா, okay fine. So now we are going to execute. Okay, this is ideal case. Okay, this is initial case. All the value of your flip flop is 0 0 0. So now I am going to apply my first clock pulse. Okay, program 101. The first clock itself I am getting the output 101. So this is the concept of parallel input parallel output by using Logisim software. Students, can you able to understand parallel input parallel output? Reply through chat. Can you able to understand? Yeah, thanks for response. I think we come to end of today's class. Okay, so we will continue the remaining experiments in the future classes. Okay, okay, fine. How was today's class? Give your feedback. Yeah, thanks for your response. Okay, I will give you the recorded video link. Okay, you just try to simulate counters and shift registers by using Logisim software. Then you just try to upload in the Google Classroom. Okay, I think very few students are uploaded. Okay, I request all the students try to upload in the Google Classroom, because that will be the weightage for your internal mark in the laboratory session. Okay, okay, thank you all. We will meet you the next session. You can leave now.